I'm sorry, I'm just hyper and excited because I've missed playing Changeling. And hi, everyone, and welcome back to episode 1 of season 3 of Deep Magic. I'm so excited to be here. You absolutely have no idea. I have missed Changeling so bad. So I'm very happy to do this with everybody. We did leave on more chaos from season 2, and I hope to leave every season with just as much drama. So here we go. We're gonna let everybody introduce themselves and we're gonna get started. So MJ.
Hi, I'm MJ Bradley Lestrange. I'm a podcaster and writer, and you can find more of my work at certainpov.com.
Awesome. John?
Hi, I'm John Bradley, Bradley Lestrange, TikToker and writer, and you can find me mostly on TikTok at The History Wizard, where I shout about capitalism.
You should definitely go follow all of their projects. I'm telling you now. Rhea.
Hi, I'm Rhea. This season I have new hair and zero new projects.
It's okay. We'll get you some new projects, but also go support the new hair and tell them how much you love it. Velvet.
Dark greetings, everyone. I'm Velvet Divine. I use favorite pronouns, and I'll be playing Lakoka, your resident manic red cat mean girl.
Also, everybody go follow Velvet on OG Brown Sugar and tell them they deserve to be in their grad program, and then you'll fight them about it if they say anything else. Anyways, Michelle.
Okay, yeah, there we go. There's my greenbacks. I'm Michelle C. Light. The C stands for COVID vaccinated. By the way, you should go get yours. I play Iris Vildiarmud, who uses, and we both use she, her pronouns, and you can find out all the cool stuff that I do at www.michelleclight.com.
Go do all of that and absolutely get vaccinated, because I have my first jab and we are a pro-vax stream. Junie.
Yeah, I'm getting my second one next Tuesday. Awesome. Hi, I'm Junie Vanish. I am on Twitter, Twitch, wherever. I'm on the internet. Follow me somewhere. I don't care. Hi, I do cards. And yeah, I'm your resident Sloa. I talk with a deep, dark voice, and I'm supposed to be mysterious.
If you're not following their Twitch channel already, why? Go do that right now. Look, click away, click, come back. We'll start then.
We'll wait. We'll pause.
Right. And I, as always, am your local chaos rigger, Spectre Elefet. You can find me most places on the internet by that name. It means ghost at the party in French if you're trying to parse that out. You can also follow this show on Twitter at Arc of the Dragon. You can follow it on YouTube at Archives of the Dragon, just like here. Give us a like, give us a follow. You can subscribe here. You can throw us bits here. You can do all the things. Also, big announcement. We just started Sudbury by Night on this channel. So you are watching this show on Friday. You can watch us at 1 p.m. on Eastern Standard Time on Saturday playing Vampire, and that's run by the wonderful Unconscious Celestial. I love that for her. She is a super sweetie. It is also her first time DMing on stream, so absolutely go be nice to her or I will find you. Anyway, with that, I am delighted to bring us back into the world of Changeling. So, where we left our motley was standing on the shores of Lake Huron, watching the Morrigan have a temper tantrum. It has been 3 months since that day, and things have gotten complicated. Now, you still have the protection of Ciri. You still have access to the housing here. As far as I'm aware, Jack has not rescinded his offer of housing in Hurantis, so you can probably pass between those two fairly easily. However, just outside of Ciri's domain, things are a little more difficult. And by difficult, I mean it is very difficult to even leave the region as a changeling again. Your radius has narrowed even further. Now, it is not the same as what Laurel has done, because the difficulty you're having now is that to pass out of Ciri's domain, everything has become much more banal. Because balefire after balefire after balefire has died in this region, and no amount of attempting to bring them back has brought them back for any extended period of time, which means that people have been sacrificing glamour and treasures to try and protect this one area that houses a large percentage of the Ontario changeling population, of which you are a part of. Ciri looks tired, like all of the time now. And on top of that, Ciri, when you see her in the mortal world, does not look any less like a changeling than she does in the dreaming. So she is highly noticeable when she steps off of this property now. It is very hard for her to leave. She has given you a task. There is a small balefire nearby in the town of Owen Sound. It is in a small Well, it's a bit of a bric-a-brac shop. It houses all kinds of random antique treasures and old books and things that collect over time in any settlement that people want, but don't know that they want, and sometimes pass out of people's possession because, well, the next owner didn't want it, but it didn't mean it wasn't useful. And it used to be a thriving little shop, though the kind of shop that you kind of passed over on the first glance and then spent all day in once you went shopping on the main street for an extended period of time, because once you were in it, it was like a wonderland. And now it's like a ghost town. And you are sent to find the proprietor of that shop. So, what we are going to go around, and I'm going to ask you what you have done for the past 3 months given this piece of information. So we're going to start at the top with MJ.
Oh, skip me.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
Jack.
Jack has been, amongst other things, not really sleeping, but useful things that Jack has been doing. Literally every single thing that he can possibly do to help Ciri, traveling back and forth between Urantis and Ciri's settlement as often as possible, keeping lines of communication open, making sure that Urantis is still good, that there was no huge catastrophe down there because we prepared for it to get bad. I'm also just not going to leave like Nerissa like just completely in the lurch. So a lot of running around and just trying to desperately to like hold the world together with his hands, I guess is the best way to put it. You know that scene in Winter Soldier where Captain America is trying to drag the helicopter back down? It's
Yes.
like that, except reality.
So, some things that you do know. Negotiations on whose side you're going to join in the Ciri versus Laurel thing have become largely irrelevant.
Yeah.
While there is this large banal area in Ontario, both Ciri and Laurel are focused on reviving it at any cost to either one of them. So, should you run into Laurel's people at any point, they are most likely focused on the same thing that you are. Also, the portal remained covered in ice. No one in, no one out. You can still enter that space the same way you always could, but you have never seen the Kailatch again.
I think that I go to it like when I'm down in Urantis, I just make a quick stop and just like see if the Kailatch is there, just because she's my main source of any information at all in how to do things. But yeah, so that's that's mostly what Jack's doing.
Rhea, what has Anil been doing?
Anil has probably been trying to keep the Balefire going here as much as she can,
Okay.
by sacrificing whatever treasures she can make to it.
Okay. This is an exhausting task for you. It also takes up some of your glamour to do it. What you're hoping to do with every treasure you create is create a treasure with more glamour than you spent to make it. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but at least it is a self-perpetuating cycle. Is there anything specific you've been trying to make, and is there anything that really hurt to destroy?
I think the thing that she would have made that would have hurt the most would have just been a replica of the sword cane that she made for Annunciata.
Okay.
Like she tried to make it like an exact copy and
With
really put her heart and soul into it and sacrificed it.
It looks the same. It did, but it has a slight flaw, as all knocker made things do, and the flaw was slightly different than Junie's. Velvet, what has Lakoka been doing?
Probably just roaming around, keeping up patrols in case, any shenanigans try to come for this balefire, and because otherwise she would lose her mind inside.
Okay, that's fair. You absolutely have run into things to fight on the edges. You're probably the one who has noticed the most because Siri also has patrols that do this, but I imagine you have an interest in the things that go bump in the night more than the maintaining of the interior of the freehold. Yes.
Definitely.
The things that are plaguing you. I'm trying to think of a good way to describe this. Are like warped reflections of the things that live within the freehold. They look like something you should be able to negotiate with until they turn on you. And you've seen more than one patrol fall to them over time. It's difficult, especially to watch trolls go down, because trolls don't give up. And so, to the very last minute, you can see them struggling against the darkness that is about to take them. You, so far, have had relative success. I'm not going to say that you have never been scarred by it, but when you do get too close to it, it leaves scars of banality that need to be repaired within the freehold before you can go back out again. Is there any reaction to this?
I think it just pisses me off and makes me want to trash them even more.
Okay. They also are of all varieties of shapes, and they do tend to fade back into the dreaming. Again, like they have a pathway that they're coming in and out of. Iris, what have you been doing during this time?
She's probably Iris has probably been she's definitely been providing her own glamour, making the summer tree to be a place where people can replenish their glamour and their willpower.
Okay.
As it wanes. The toll on her probably is a lot, but she tries her best not to show it to anyone.
Serious patrols probably take advantage of it. It's probably keeping them healthy longer than they would be if they just had to fight with what they currently have. There's also more than one of you who have summer powers on the property. And once you brought up the idea, there are probably 6 or 7 trees around the property now that people are gaining glamour from. But Siri was grateful for the idea, and it's definitely credited to you. And you get to be in charge of where they're placed and who gets access to them.
She's also just trying to remain positive for everyone, even when everything seems terrifying. Because hearing about all the different balefires going out would scare anyone.
It's appreciated. And definitely you have a crowd of childlings who have taken up this banner underneath you, because childlings carry the largest amount of hope for the changeling population. They're very indomitable in their joy at life. Annunciata, what have you been doing?
Get your ratings hit. Get your ratings in now. Anne actually has a shop that I can't speak Gaelic, or Irish, I apologize, but it's called The Cards Are Speaking to You. She holds readings. She builds up glamour and trying to pass on a lot more of people dreaming, not just doing the cards to the changelings, but actually getting more mundane in to have them believe, to give them hope so that the glamour kind of falls off them to help feed everything. Madden has helped as well as things have developed between the two of them, and she just tries to pass on as much hope that the cards are going to let her do?
Within the boundaries of this freehold, which encompasses the town of Tobermory, which is a vacation area in cabin country in Canada, it actually is helping. The people there are still pretty happy, pretty joyful. It's still a great place to go vacation in the summer. So, it's making a difference within the freehold, but the cards are not always happy, because there's only so long you can keep people within the borders of the freehold, or far enough into Toronto to be within the Duke's territory as well. The other thing is, every week, a crow comes to your window and waits.
When she can hear it and she knows, she will gently tell Madden to, go pop off and get her something like a latte or something. And then she'll just go to the window and ask what it wants.
And there will always be a message asking for your answer.
It will come when it's ready.
And the crow will tell you it will come again next week.
I will wait.
Now, all this being said, there are some indications of when the Morrigan is moving. The crows follow her almost consistently, so you can watch the birds and find her, though by the time you find her, it is almost always too late. The other things that are true are, Anil, when you look at Lakota still glows like a golden person. It's not changed, and in fact, it's gotten brighter. The other things that are true are the fact that Night's Fall is super good at getting people in and out of this area of the country and into another area of the country if required, because Night's Fall is actually fairly good at opening paths to the Trods, which means that you can bypass the dead area around it. But not all Trods are safe, and not all Trods are the same shape they were that people had currently mapped after the banality struck. So, Night's Fall is helpful at this, but it isn't a perfect solution. You cannot just remove everybody from Ciri's Freehold via this. Also, if you do remove everybody from Ciri's Freehold, the Balefire will go out, and the seat of power for the rebels will be gone, leaving only Laurel's seat of power to resist it. So, there's a lot of reasons to not just remove everybody from the area. That being said, there is some hope that you can revive the Balefire in Owen Sound. It was a powerful one. It has an older changeling who has been running this little shop for forever. She has had a slew of little dreamers who have been keeping it going with their dreams of beautiful things found in hidden places. So, you are hoping that you can find her and restore the Balefire. How do you all get together?
Group text?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Ciri issued this mission to us, right?
Yes.
Would Ciri have gotten us together, or would Ciri have sent like a letter?
Ciri probably would not have sent a letter, but you probably all got a visit from a very harassed Liz.
That's fair. And we're all living in the same space at this point, right?
Yes. I know that, well, everybody but Jack, who spends a lot of his time in the underwater.
Jack swaps his days between Ciri's camp and Urantis.
Yeah. Also, I don't want to assume that you all are just hanging out waiting for something to happen together.
But if we end up in the same place by the end of the evening, I feel like it's safe for whoever got Liz's message to be able to say, like, we received a mission and
That's fair.
like figure it out from there.
Yep. So then we are going to open on what I'm going to call a family dinner. I don't know if anybody has an appetite, but you have all congregated for the evening in the house provided to you by Siri. You are all still in the mortal world. You're not hanging out in the dreaming or anything, so you don't have to worry about that stuff. You're just coming home. How's everybody feeling?
Probably not great.
I think we're all just piling on additional traumas.
Yep,
Yeah.
a little bit.
Just a bit tired.
Jack seems fine until he thinks that no one's looking, and then he just sort of deflates like a balloon.
Baby.
That's a mood.
Yeah.
Liz also looked harried when she delivered the message, and I think she probably... Who is most likely to be at home during the day?
I think Gray, because I think Gray is spending the most time like introspective and working with Night's Fall.
Okay, so Gray would have gotten the message from Liz, who's got like her hat on askew, and it like she's got party vibe on, but like harried party vibe on, in that if I just pretend hard enough, people will think I'm having a good time.
So party host vibe.
Right. Exactly. She's like, oh good, I found one of you. Do you have any idea how difficult it is to find anybody right now?
And I don't leave this house, so
Good. My brain is also sort of hard to find, but I'm glad I found you. So,
Liz, do you want to sit?
yes, but I really don't think I have the time. Okay.
What's up?
So, Siri wanted me to tell you that we think we can restore a balefire, but it's about like 45 minutes away. So she wants you guys to go if you think you can, and hopefully find the boggin who lived there. But we found some people before. We really have. I didn't like finding them. So let's hope that we like finding her this time.
What does that mean?
It means that I've met the darkest version of people way too many times this year. Thank you.
Okay. I will let everyone know.
Great. And, you know, I love you. I appreciate you. I'm glad you're still here. Please stay safe, because I really... Also, I still won't uncurse that coin because it's just too much goddamn fun.
Yeah, I
So,
don't care.
I just need some joy in my life, okay?
Okay.
Great. I appreciate you. If you have any trouble, and she looks around and then she goes, ah, yes, and she snaps her fingers and she produces a parrot, and she goes, he'll follow you around, because I couldn't get off the pirate vibe right now, so, these are my messenger birds.
Okay.
Say hello. The parrot looks upset at this concept, and she's like, all right, well, this one doesn't talk, but it absolutely will send messages.
All right.
Maybe you can teach it to talk. That'll be fun, right? That's how we have fun, right?
Yeah, another thing to do. Great. Thank you, Liz.
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to be a vibe. I used to be a vibe. All right, I will go. I can feel myself slipping. All right, have fun. Stay safe. Don't do anything too stupid.
No promises.
Hey, Liz is still a vibe, just not a good one anymore.
Whoops.
It's okay. I'm not there for her to hear me say that.
Anyways, that is the information you have gotten from Siri. So, how do you disseminate this to everybody else?
When everybody is sitting down for dinner, I just tell them exactly what Siri told me. Or not what Liz told me.
Okay. So, I guess you all head out in the morning then? Or do you all head
Unless
out?
anybody would like to discuss it.
Should Does everyone have something that they can use to fight with? Hit things real good?
I'm not really. That's not a thing that I do. I'm not good at a lot of things. Fighting's not one of them. I don't think giving me a sword will. I think it's a bad idea.
We'll give you a club. There's no pointy end.
Oh yeah, you got like a
Just
baseball
like a
bat.
baton.
You can't really like mess up a baseball bat. You just swing that sucker.
Yeah, we can get you a baseball bat. Do you want it with or without spikes through it?
I thought we were avoiding pointy ends.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, but it could be fun.
No spikes, please. Thank you.
Jeremiah pops in and goes, but that would have been so much fun to watch.
But what if it's a club with a little roundy bit, the spiky bit's being rounded?
No, because knowing me, I'm gonna accidentally hit myself with it. I'm probably gonna hit myself with it anyway, but if there are no spiky bits, my chances of dying go way down.
But no spiky.
Don't worry, we probably won't let you die.
Oh, thanks. Hey, listen, I've done it. I mean, I've got a lot of practice at it, so.
Hey, I've died twice. Sorry.
No.
So,
I
yeah.
can bring my box of stabby things.
I have.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
the
Lakoka,
sword.
do you still have that trident you took from Urantis?
You mean the trident you gave me in Urantis? And yeah, but this ain't Urantis, baby. I can stab anything up here.
No, listen, no, I'm just making sure. Yes. First of all, I didn't give it to you. You said, "Can I have this?" And I said, yeah, sure." Second of all,
I think
making
that
sure.
counts.
Uh,
Because if you said no,
Yeah, it definitely sounds like it counts to me.
yeah,
That's fair.
That counts.
I guess.
I really don't have anything to fight with.
You still have that gun.
Jeremiah goes, it's
Yeah,
really...
I kind of might have had to ditch it because of the iron.
Why did Iris have a gun?
Iris has always had a gun.
Yeah, it's been in her hair. Where guns go.
You know what? That was a stupid question.
It was a stupid question.
I don't know why I even asked it. Jack is falling
I'm
asleep into his
sorry,
soup.
I'm very tired and my accent's even dropping. I'm tired. The gun just started being heavier and heavier.
Jeremiah is watching these two she fall asleep, and he turns to Annunciata, although Annunciata cannot see him do this, and he's like, it is hilarious to me that the two she in the room think they cannot fight when they literally have the "don't fight me because I said so" button.
You know.
Jack,
Also, one of them is a
Unused-
king.
Jack's head is down, just like on the table, and he reaches out and just half-heartedly swats at Jeremiah.
It's an unused power that they don't utilize very often. It's kind of sad.
Iris, do you want something stabby, something slashy, something pointy, something bonky?
Why not all of them?
I make a mace.
Okay.
You know, I'm
Roll me
more
a
a
craft
person,
and
really.
do you want this? Let's go for intelligence and craft.
That's my jam.
Neil, I'm more of a speary person, to be honest.
Okay, I make a partisan. No, not a partisan. I'll think of a weapon. Give me
is a spear. It's the one.
Well,
that
yes, it is.
Swift
It is a spear, but it is not a stabby, slashy, bonky weapon. I need something that does all three, and there is a weapon, but I just forget the name of it off the top of my head.
Are you thinking of like a halberd?
Yes, but there's like a halberd that has like a hammer end. I forget what it is. Hold on.
It's called a
But I'll make
poleaxe.
it.
It's called a poleaxe.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A poleaxe I will make for you.
So just roll the dice. Let me know how that goes. And so yeah, Anil will be building yet another weapon this evening. Lakoko, do you want to add anything?
I mean, I'm pretty good to fight my way through most things. Now I can hold 3 weapons at once.
If Anil stays up forging, Anne will keep her company.
What's the? I'm assuming 6.
6.
Is
Yep.
7 successes.
Okay.
Nice.
Noise.
I have 4 pips in intelligence and 4 pips in crafts. This is the one thing that I do.
This
Are you pouring any
poleaxe is-
prop into it?
You could
Yes.
add some prop to it.
How do I add prop to it?
So, what powers do you have currently? Not your arts, not your realms.
I don't know where to find that.
Okay. So, these are the magic spells that you have. And they should be on your sheet under advantages called arts.
Oh, I thought you said it's not an art.
No, I would like you to tell me what art you have, not
I have 2 pips in Pyretics and 3 pips in Primal.
Okay. Actually, you can give Iris a flaming poleaxe if you want to.
Yes, please.
Alright, so then what I want you to do is roll me your Pyretics and your prop together, please, and I will tell you how that worked out for you.
Iris, just for your edification, a poleaxe is usually about 6 to 7 feet long, so have fun with that.
It probably reaches the top of her beehive.
Yeah.
3 successes.
Okay, it's successful on that. So you have a very finely crafted poleaxe that, upon some command, will light on fire.
So she really is a fire starter now, huh?
Yup.
Hey.
Yup.
Yeah. I'm just playing into your Order of the Matchbooks or whatever.
Order of the Bat. I love that. I mean, if we do have a forge available to us, could I just beef up my chainsaw?
Yeah, sure. Roll me intelligence and craft to do that. And if you're trying to use prop, you need to have a power it's attached to do
Can
that.
I just pour an entire prop's worth of dragon's ire into it?
Yep. That's a thing you
John miming. You have a chainsaw?
Re-
I've had
Remember,
chainsaw.
both of you, to mark off a glamour. You have officially spent a glamour.
Yep.
Um,
Can I roll all of my prop for the chainsaw?
Put your prop and the dragon's ire together, and then your intelligence and craft is a different roll. So one will tell you how finely crafted the weapon is, and the other will tell you how many successes of dragon's ire it has.
Okay.
Gray, while they're off forging all the things, you get a text message from Nival, and says, "How are you doing, kiddo?"
Gray takes like a minute to just stare at their phone and just like, says out loud, "Not great." Can't tell him that. Yeah. And then eventually they tap out a message saying, "Oh, you know." It just leaves it there.
Goes, "Are we guessing now? Because I'm guessing bad."
Gray carefully writes out a message to say, "Things are not great right now. There is a lot going on, and I am not sure where I fit into anything."
He goes, "Well, if you then you see the typing thing go on and then pause, and then the Navala's typing thing go on for like 4 minutes." He's like,
I feel like this is a thing that Naval and Gray do to each other, where they like
Yes.
type out a billion things and they're like, never mind.
yeah. And
Yeah, that's a
then,
big mood.
and then the text message you finally do get is, "Can you tell Siri I can't get back right now?"
Gray like freezes Because I don't think Gray knew, right?
No.
Okay. I knew, but Gray didn't know. Gray, like, replies saying, "Whomst?" with 3 question marks and 2 exclamation points.
He goes, "How long have you been living there to not know whose freehold you're on?"
And Gray's just like, I mean, I know where I am. How do you know where I am?
He goes, "Other people can read my text messages."
Gray then just sends like K, period, and then is the parrot nearby?
Yeah.
So does the parrot take verbal messages or do I have to write it out?
Verbal messages.
So I pass along the message to the parrot, say, be free. I don't know. Do you need a tip? I don't. Just please go do the thing.
Okay. The parrot will squawk, at least producing noise to, and then be like, also, Lakoka, that is your chainsaw is a very beefy boy. Is a very beefy boy.
The beefiest of all boys.
This is the chainsaw that I stole from the department store and like glued a pitchfork at the end with gum.
Yup. It's
But
that.
I think for this I just kind of want to dip it in like the whole ass molten metal and pull out like a really like fucking metal looking one.
Anil, this is not something you would have built, but it's impressive. You think you could throw that against like a mountain and just be like, die, and come back with a perfectly intact chainsaw and be like, why?
That's pretty interesting. Why is that bit there?
Because it looks cool.
I should have expected that
Cap
answer.
engineering.
It looks like it.
And so, this is how they pass the evening. Naval does not text you any further, Gray, given what he texted you last.
Gray also like goes to tell Anil.
Anil, you get a visit from Gray.
Like, I have goss, maybe? I don't know. I have things I have feelings about. Are you free? Can I say things at you?
Yeah, of course.
So you know my mentor, right?
I think I met him like once on tour.
Right. He has been in Laurel's court, which is why we haven't been talking, because I didn't want to draw him into this bullshit, right?
Yeah.
I think he works for Siri.
So he was a double agent?
Yes.
Why do you say this?
Well, he texted me and he wanted me to pass along a message to Siri, and I didn't tell him where I was because I've been trying to avoid like him being used against me or something, because you know the world revolves around me or whatever. I was just worried and I didn't want him to know anything, and he was just like, you've been living at her freehold for how long? And I'm just
Is it possible that like he just knew because we kind of spit in Laurel's face? And that seems like a thing that, you know, what was the message? Because if the message was like, hey, you up, that's that's a bit different than, hey, Laurel's planning to fucking come kick your ass.
Spectre, can you repeat what it was? I don't want to get the phrasing wrong.
He texted you that tell Siri I can't come right now.
Okay. Yeah, so
Boy, that's real ambiguous. That could definitely be a no, I can't tonight, babe.
It could be a you up text for Siri, but you know.
yeah. He's not really like that though. So
That's
I'm
fair.
pretty sure that he works for Siri. And I don't know. I kind of wish Siri had told me, like, hey, that that person that introduced you into all of changeling life and made you into not a shitty person. Yeah, well, they also work for us and are on this side.
Well, if they're a double agent, then she can't blow his cover. And the less people who know about it, the better.
I guess.
I mean, I
don't know.
I think it's kind of a shithead move. However, I can understand it.
Yeah.
Are y'all just having this conversation out loud in the forge?
No, I would assume that we were.
I assume that we were like in one of our rooms, which
Okay,
is
I just wanted to
probably
make
private and
sure.
protected.
Yeah.
So it would be very late at night because Anil and Lakoko spent quite a bit of time
true.
in the forge. So just FYI.
I just feel like whenever like something happens, Gray needs to like, I need to go talk to Anil about this. Like that is my person. That is the person that I need to tell the things to.
Circling away from this for half a second, back at the dinner table with the two she that are falling asleep, Madden shows up looking tired. Not that.
Oh no, Jack's just asleep now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Madden shows up, looks at Annunciata, looks at Iris, looks at Jack, and goes, "I see dinner's going well. Do you want me to make you some weak tea, sweetie?" All right,
Please.
cool. He goes, do you mind if I go put my ex-boyfriend in a bed somewhere so he's not in his soup? All right, cool. Madden lightly taps the back of your head like, wake up.
It's rather restrained given how Madden could be.
What? Oh,
Wake
hey.
up.
What? Where am I?
See, the soup is not a bed. And it's all
But
over
it's-
your face and your
But
beard.
it's warm.
Yep, and blankets will be warmer, and I'm not your mom, and you better be grateful I'm not your mom, but go to bed.
Oh no! Please don't be my mom. She's scary.
She is,
Okay,
which is
I'm
why
going
you
to.
should go to bed.
I'm going to bed now. Okay.
Okay. He wanders over to Iris once he's certain you're going to bed and is like, okay, I get this one
Yep.
too. And he looks down and Iris's phone is flashing on silent. I don't know how it got on silent, but it's just the text messages come in order: eggplant emoji, and then this will never get old. And it's from Galaxa. And he taps Iris on the head and he's like, so I'm not going to order you to go to bed, but the one who's flirting with you is texting and you should go to sleep too because you're asleep. Just not in the soup like the other one.
Don't wake me up. This table is not made of bees.
Okay, I can pick you up and put you to bed, but I feel like I need your consent to do that.
This table's not made of bees.
All right, I'm going to get you a blanket and I guess Galaxa will wait till morning. And he sits down next to Annunciata after getting her a blanket. It's like, so, good night, huh?
I'll go
As per usual.
Did I miss anything fun?
out.
Besides the two she falling asleep.
Oh, yeah. Honestly, it would have been hilarious to carry Jack to bed, but I don't know that he would have, like, understood that, and I would have been the only one amused, so.
Let's not replay the bodyguard. From what I heard, that was a really awkward picking up and carrying to bed scene.
I'm sure it was, but also kind of funny.
Fair. Oh, I think we have a mission, and I know Anil is making. I can hear them. They're
Oh,
making
yeah.
stuff for the things,
Okay.
and from what I hear, there might be a chainsaw being beefed up.
Cool. So none of that needs us?
I don't know. I don't think it needs it. No. I mean,
Great.
not unless you want to put the blind person in front of, somebody that's making hot stuff, and I can't really participate, but I could talk their hair off.
Babe, it's okay. So can I pick you up and take you to bed? Like, is that a thing that can happen now?
It's always been a thing that could happen.
Great. So let's do that. So we're at least well-rested people for tomorrow.
I mean, we're always well rested people.
Great. and he picks you up and takes you to bed.
Oh, how adorable.
And Iris is left on the table under a blanket with her phone flashing. So in the morning, you have 5 or 6 text messages from Galaxa that are just kind of checking on you. But also, like, they're sporadic and they fade off at about 1 a.m. And there's a car waiting for all of you in the morning. Siri has sent you over transportation, so you don't have to worry about that. And you don't have to steal cars and eat them, no matter how fun that is.
Iris is gonna text back. Been hard at work, period. Don't have energy, period. Sheep emoji, some Z's. Bed. Send.
Okay. There's not an answer first thing in the morning from Galaxa. You don't know why.
I don't think I'm gonna be driving, because I'm still sleepy.
I can drive.
I have 0 pips in drive.
I'm so good at driving.
Do we need pips and drive to just drive a car?
Yeah, you don't want Ian driving.
I mean, technically, no. But pips and driving do help in case anything happens while you're driving.
Does anyone on a scale of 1 to 5 feel any confidence in their driving?
I'm a solid 4.
Or why not?
So
I'll
Lakota
drive.
actually is good at driving.
Yeah, this is Iris's way of asking how many pips.
I'm not a math guy, but I'm a drive guy. Incidentally, what kind of car is this?
It's a eco-friendly, like, sedan type thing. But when you get in it, you are painfully aware that it's been modified.
Like, what
Like-
kind of modifications?
Anil, roll me a perception and alertness check.
Perception and alertness.
Can I roll one too?
Sure. But Anil, your difficulty is 5, and Lakoka, your difficulty is 7.
Where's my awareness? Alertness, I guess?
I
Alertness.
know what this
Alertness.
is.
Okay. I have 4 dice.
Mm-hmm.
My total is 8.
Damn. All right.
Nice.
I got a
You're
7.
tired.
I got 4 fucking 10s.
You get to settle down.
Jesus.
Alright. Well, it's okay. This was not a hard task. This car, what the modifications are in here, they're knocker made. So,
What are the modifications?
this car, go fast, go vroom vroom. This car has some sort of armor on it, though you're not certain how that's been in place. This car has something that extends, though you're not really certain what it is. And this car has little, like, battleship weaponry that extends out the side of the car if you press certain buttons.
That's hot.
Have any of you ever played Brutal Legend?
Is that the one where you fight with a guitar?
Yes.
The Jack
The
Black
Jack
one,
Black
yeah.
game, yeah. I think I played like 10 minutes of it.
I've
Can
watched
I
it be played.
use my prop to turn this baby into the druid plow? Or something eerily similar to, but legally distinct enough from?
First off, this car is already modified by a changeling, so it would be semi-difficult to make more modifications on top of it without taking it into the dreaming.
Fair. Okay.
Also, we don't have time.
Next time.
Secondarily, has anybody ever seen so certain ships have they're not sharp, but they're like long swords that come out of the side of the ship for hooking into
Yeah.
other ships. It has something similar to that for this car.
Are they retractable? So that way, like, okay, alright. The cops are gonna be, like, all over our asses.
No, as I said, it looks like an eco-friendly car from the outside, and on the inside, some knocker was allowed to go wild, which also has a secondary problem. You have no idea what the flaws of this car are.
We're so fine.
Brakes.
It does have brakes.
You don't know.
It has
Wait,
to have
you
brakes.
You would notice pretty fast if the brakes were non-functional.
would. I don't know. Not I, said the walrus.
I don't
Anyways.
concern myself with the brake pedal.
The brakes function. Also,
Okay.
how many successes did Lakoga get on their?
My
Not
awareness?
8. Yes.
7.
Okay. So you're also pretty certain that all of this is not grenade, and it does some interesting stuff, and it has weaponry, which like exciting car is exciting. It didn't look exciting until you got in it.
I am excited.
Right. So, it is a 45-minute drive through a lot of nowhere, in fairness, up here to get to Owen Sound. You are going to follow a lot of the lake up here. A lot of Ontario settlements are along some sort of lake, because we have a bunch of them. But the sections in the middle are very, oh, look, I think I might have seen a house. Oh no, it was just a cow. But as you get into the people populated areas, they're fairly noticeable. There's always a Tim Hortons. I don't care how far into nowhere you are, there is always a Tim Hortons.
Oh, thank God.
There's also always a Home Hardware somewhere around, so especially in cottage country, if you need power tools and shit, Canadians are into that. So there's usually a Home Hardware somewhere around here, but you are going to what appears to be like the main street of Owen Sound, but like the older main street. So you know how you have the like commercial chain type newer main area where you'll find your grocery store and whatever chain stores are up here now. I'm talking about the one that was clearly built in like 1892 and has been updated randomly on different parts of the building and has the city hall in it somewhere. That kind of main street, that's where you're at. And as you walk down this street, you are struck, and you've been feeling it as you started driving, by an oppressive sense of mundanity. It is everywhere. In fact, even this little main street, which should have been kind of cute, actually, feels very like 700 main streets you've ever seen throughout North America. It's got nothing to distinguish itself. It's got no interesting shops. It has 6 little restaurants that have shut down. It has the one Chinese restaurant that you're not really certain how long it's been in business, but it's also not updated anything recently. And you're also not certain it's run by a Chinese person because of where you are in Ontario. And you're not certain that if you had driven here 3 months ago, it would have felt like this. And when you pass people on the street, they don't look at you the way that most people look at changelings as they pass as something new and interesting to see. They look at you like, oh, you're a distraction and I don't have time for that. And you come up to the store and it's called, the Bric-a-Brac. And around it, it has faded spring flowers painted on the sign. But what should have been vibrant color is now very dingy, and it looks like it hasn't been had a window cleaner on it or anybody to touch up the flowers in probably 50 years. And at one point, there's a version of this that looks like interesting and kind of like quirky, but it no longer looks quirky, it looks dingy. And you're not certain how it faded from those two places. What would you like to do?
Knock. I would
Okay.
like to get out of the car, go up to the door, and knock.
The door has a closed sign on it, and knocking on it produces no response.
I look in the window.
Okay. You look in the window. There are walls of random drawers of things. On one side, there are the interior section has what looks like reclaimed tables with a bunch of other random stuff on top of it. And again, in another light, in another mood, this would have felt like very much like a treasure hunt kind of place. But now just feels like, well, everybody abandoned their crap here. Why didn't someone come and take their crap away?
I mean, that's fair. Is the door locked?
Yes, it is.
What material is the door made out of?
The door is a wood and glass combination, so there's more glass to it than there is wood, but the wood is around the lock area.
Sounds like the material is breakable.
Wait, no,
Bad idea.
Don't.
If you can crack it open, I maybe be able just to slip in.
So let's not break. We are literally
They might have a
here.
phone number.
I said crack.
You're
Hold on. I have an
Okay.
actual good idea.
Okay.
As I wait
I
for the
talk
good
to the
idea.
door.
Okay.
Oh, if that doesn't work, I have an idea too.
I can literally cast Primal
Yes.
and talk to the door.
Use your primal plus prop here, and your difficulty is going to be an 8.
Can I assist since I also know the same ability?
Yep, you can.
Is it the same thing, primal and prop?
Yep, and both of you spend a glamour.
Well, actually, I don't have prop. I just have an ability that lets me do it.
So your ability has to match up with a realm somewhere. So the ability will either match up to a person, to a fae, to like you can
I
get.
have seen. I think what I did the first time was.
Okay, 3 successes. The door sounds. I will come back to you in a second, Iris. Okay.
Oh, that's fine.
The door sounds sluggish to you, Anil. It's trying to talk to you, but it very much feels like it's speaking another language and only half understands English.
I have my Fuller, which allows me to understand any language.
Cool. So you're going to speak door now.
Yeah.
That's how this works. The door goes, feel like somebody hit me on the head with a sledgehammer. Go away. Go.
Hey, buddy. I'm sorry for waking you up. How long have you been, like, sleeping?
What day is it? Give time.
Oh.
It's 4:20 at 69 minutes past the hour.
Nice.
Nice. The door goes, oh good. I have no idea what time is. Some?
I don't know what I expected.
My doors are better. That's all I'm saying.
Your doors are way better.
As
These doors are terrible conversationalists.
remember talking to, what was her name? Prissy? No, Priscilla. Yeah, her. You find Priscilla, and then maybe I'll wake up.
Can you let us in? Because Priscilla might be inside.
No.
Why?
Because I'm not sentient.
But the door has a lock on it, so the lock is part of the door.
The lock isn't me. You asked me. Seriously, you have a 3 success with a high banality section. The door it's trying, but
Yeah, no. I understand I'm being, like, a little bit of a shit right now.
the door goes, hang on. Nope, can't. Too tired. Go away. Find Priscilla.
Did you hear anything about where she might have said she was going?
There was like these flower boxes and everything out here, and they smelled really good. Though I don't know how I knew that, but they did. I remember that. And then there were no flower boxes, and Priscilla was gone, and then it was cold, and fuck, I just want to go back to sleep. I'm going to sleep now. That's the last you get out of the door.
Well, I guess we're doing a favor for the door. I never thought I'd say this after throwing away a bunch of favors for other doors.
Does anybody have any larceny?
Wait, hold on. I have a thing that I want to try. I don't have larceny, but I do have legerdemain, which,
Okay.
according to the page, allows me to finally manipulate things through telekinesis, such as picking a pocket. So I would like to try and unlock the door from this side.
Good thought. I'm going to go to Iris first.
Okay.
Iris, you do have the primal ability that allows you to talk to stuff. I'm going to look up the actual power.
Iris is gonna not talk to the door. She's gonna talk to the lock.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that might do more. It'll depend on how many successes we can get in here.
The lock just screams.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Existential dread.
How am I alive?
Yup. Sorry, I'm pulling up primal right now.
I probably only get to roll 2 dice for this because that's my whole, I'm guessing, scene. Or nature, maybe? I could get away with nature.
Okay, actually, so you can't make it do anything itself, but you can ask about changelings that have passed by. That's how this works. So your queries have to be based on your realms. So
Okay. I'll go ahead and ask it, like, when was the last time they stopped by? Has anyone else stopped by?
okay.
I'll probably roll for this.
Yep.
What's my DC?
8.
Success.
All right.
One
The lock goes, and then I like it. Lets out an existential scream. And I'm not going to do this because I don't want to damage anybody's earbuds, but imagine the screaming. Just feel it on your bones. Feel it shake you. It's that kind of screaming.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sleepy.
Everything is awful.
I know everything is awful.
I could open a portal.
You could.
So I think Gray probably wouldn't say that out loud and would just kind of like watch all of that happen. And then would try to open a portal somewhere not super visible.
I will hold that thought because Jack has already said
That's true.
he wants to try and unlock the door. So we're going to try things that mortals can't see first.
Yep, that's fair.
Yep. I have I can just...
Hang on. One sec. Iris, did you want to ask the lock anything besides its existential screaming?
Has anyone been by here recently that isn't us?
The crows. The crows see everything. There's so many crows.
The
They're
crows see
everywhere.
Everything. The crows see everything, and they're everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. You just get muttering about the crows and how cold it is.
I'm sorry. I'll leave you alone forever now.
Okay. Jack, would you like to use legerdemain to try and unlock the door?
Yes. First, what I'd like to do, though, is can I 'cause I assume it's got some kind of deadbolt. Most doors on the inside do.
Yeah.
Can I, if I like look through the window on the door or any of the windows on like the front of the building, can I see the lock? Because I figure that'll make it easier to manipulate it if I can see it, as opposed to just trying to magic eyeball sight with my third fucking eye.
While he's doing that, is it possible for Enunciacata can use Autumn Eyes to find another way in?
Yes, but we're gonna keep going.
That's fine.
Because Gray is next in the chain here.
That's fine.
Of things we're all trying to get through the door.
Yep. So, so how many dots of legerdemain do you have?
I have 2 dots in legerdemain, and I didn't see it as a specific ability, pick a lock on it, but it did mention like picking a pocket as a thing.
Okay, so actually what I'm going to have you do here, because of the things you have abilities to do, I'm going to have you roll a perception and alertness roll.
Okay.
Right. If you can see the set of keys inside, you can use mooch to mooch the keys outside to unlock
perfect.
the door.
Okay, perception and alertness. That's 3.
And your difficulty still 8.
8. I got no successes.
All right, so the door is fairly immovable. I was not trying to make this door as difficult as it is. Gray, would you like to attempt to find a spot to open a portal?
Yep. Is it a standalone building or is it connected to other buildings?
It'll be a standalone. It'll be connected to other buildings. So there'll be the front main area and then the back parking lot kind of area. It'll probably be better to go through the back parking lot.
But also, the portal can be... Doors created with the portal passage are unique to the changeling casting them and may be recognized and identified by those familiar with her. So it doesn't have to be a glowing portal. It can look like a door.
Okay. That's fair. It's definitely not going to be the door that's there, but if you can get away without being perceived, then I will roll dice to find out if you are perceived, if you want to do it that way.
I'm trying to measure the risk.
I mean, we're in the middle of bumfuck, right? How many fucking people can there be?
There's probably about 20 or 30 people walking up and down the street. Like, it's bumfuck, but it's still populated bumfuck at this point.
Okay, so I'll go around back then, in that case.
Probably safer. There's a bunch of parked cars here, mostly of an older variety. Nobody walking right this particular second.
Okay. It doesn't say if I roll anything.
I will pull up.
Oh wait, the realm used determines who can open the door, and if used with actor or fey or what material or object the door appears in. If used with proper nature, doors created by proper nature can be used by anyone capable of perceiving things of the dreaming. Yeah, it doesn't say.
Okay, I'm just pulling it up right this second.
It says the door created persists for 1 minute per success.
Right.
So I think that means that there's rolling.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fine. Use your Wayfair, and I'm going to say use your Fey for this.
So that is a total of 5 rolling.
I'll just use mine.
Fine, I'll just use yours, even though they're not mine. Stand by for rolling. Oh, what's the difficulty?
It's going to be 8.
Okay.
And you can absolutely be on the lookout for an ice cream truck.
There's a 10 and there's also a 1. So does that cancel out entirely, or is there 1 success?
I'll let you have 1 success, which means one of you can get in there. That's how I'm going to play this.
That's all we need.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have used your dice.
I'm sorry.
They're cursed dice.
They're not cursed. They're just
Clearly cursed.
They haven't been used in a very long time, and so they don't have any of that good juice.
Cursed. Okay, so I'll go in because I'm the one making the door. Get wrecked.
Okay. Annunciacata, you wanted to do a thing.
Wanted to use Autumn's eyes to see if she can sense around another way to get in.
Okay. Autumn's eyes will... Let me pull that one up next. So roll me your Autumn plus... Ooh. Do you want to examine the building or do you want to examine the dreaming?
I would say por la que nos dos, but
You have to do them one at a time.
right. I would do the reality first.
Okay, so because that's probably going to be nature or prop. I'll take either one for that one.
I have 2 in both.
Okay, then do nature, because even though the building is not really natural, it makes more sense to me in this case.
So I'm doing autumn and nature.
Yeah.
Okay. And the diff is
8.
yes. I got a 5 crit.
Sweet. Okay, so there is a back door, but you're most likely going to run into the same problems as you ran into with the front door, largely because banal and doors are difficult for our group. Also, but they're connected buildings, so it is entirely possible that this building, because it is split and there's 3 or 4 buildings in this block, has a basement area that is connected, and if you can figure out how to get through that way, you might be able to go through another business, but you're going to have to go through probably another business owner to get through the physical way.
She'll grab she's got to think of who's the best at lying or who's the best at bullshit.
We're going to hold that thought.
Probably me, but I'm inside.
Because Gray has gone inside.
Oh, I know.
You have, so hold that, because Gray, are you just going to go unlock the door?
Yeah.
All right.
That's exactly what I was gonna do. What I was hoping the scene would end up would be while everybody is fighting with this door, Gray went around back, opened a portal, slipped in, unlocked the door, opened it, and be like, "Hi,
Yeah.
did you want to come in?"
That's about to be what happens. But Annunciata, it is not bad to know the structure of this building.
Oh yeah, escape route.
Right. So as you're all staring at this door and various people are starting to look at you staring at this door with the closed sign on it. In fact, one very nice old lady walks up to you and goes, "Dearies, she's been out of business for 3 months. Did you need help?"
With Taurus.
You're what?
Taurus.
Chorus?
Tourists.
Tourist. Oh.
I'm sorry. The accent, it's really hard for people to understand me. Sometimes we're tourists here. And we had heard about this place, and we're so sorry to hear that it's closed.
Oh, well, my granddaughter told me about that thing called, I don't know, is it like Google where you list your business and stuff? I've been looking stuff up on my phone. She's been teaching me how to do it, but I don't think she's updated her listing because she's
No.
still... Okay.
She didn't update the listing, and I'm so sorry for the inconvenience, Miss
Oh, Corrigan. Miss Corrigan.
Morrigan. Hi. So yes, we should be all set. We actually have a friend who's supposed to meet us here. So
Oh, okay. Well, if you're looking for good antiques, there's a little shop that's, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes down the road. You're going to follow this straight out of town. And then, well, I don't know if you're looking for antiques or not, but that's where I get my stuff. And it's, you just follow this road down into town, and then there's this little restaurant that's run by Julio. I don't know if you know Julio or not, but he has this little... I think it's one of the Mexican restaurants. Anyways.
well, I completely understand. So we need to go 15 minutes in that direction towards Julio's Mexican restaurant.
Right, and then if you turn left there, and then you go by the big barn, which is run by my cousin Tom, and then you go past Tom's place, and it's please ignore, he's got like 17 goats or something. Anyways, then there's this little...
Totally, thank you so much for actually telling us what to do. Thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. See you later. Bye.
She goes, okay. Sorry, I got stuck in
Take
that
care.
place. And with that, Gray opens the door, and that's where we're going to take our break.
Sweet Jesus.
city has gotten too crowded, and now there's only one way out. Follow the highway north, on past Barry, all the way to Sudbury, but stay on the lighted path. Never go beyond the Kine and their settlements, because out there, well, that's lupine territory, and they don't like us much. But whatever's in Sudbury, whatever's there, has pushed them out. And now, it's our turn. Not all darknesses are the same, and not all things frighten all people. You never know what's behind closed doors, or what secrets you may find. And who knows, if we're very lucky, the clouds may part and we'll see the stars. Coming this Saturday at 1 p.m. to Archives of the Dragon. Hi everyone, and welcome back. We have left everybody just with Gray opening the door for which keeps people out, because apparently we can summon rainbow frogs, but we cannot open doors.
I don't own lockpicks. All I have is magic and my good looks.
We all know that the final boss is just gonna be a giant crow-shaped door.
Oh, don't give me ideas. Anyway.
Morrigan doesn't have to kill us. She just has to lock us in a room.
But actually,
So I was gonna kill you, but instead, here's an escape room.
Oh god. Anyways, you all pass through the now unlocked door into this dusty collection of what once would have been very interesting treasures. Like, if somebody had poured any love into these at all, they would be treasure, not garbage. But you're looking at garbage, not treasure.
I am
hard
a kid in a candy
to
store.
understand.
Okay. I need everybody to roll me a wits and alertness, please.
Meaning.
What is the threshold?
It's going to be an 8, because most things in this town are an 8.
Okay.
2.
Except for us, we're all 10s.
Exactly. Okay.
I'm gonna put my fingers in.
Okay.
If I have 4 pips in wits, does that keep the difficulty at 8?
Yes, actually.
Okay.
It's a
I can-
banality problem.
that was 6 for me.
Okay. I'm just waiting till everybody's done so I can start describing in levels. For everybody with at least one success in here, despite what you're told, there's a source of glamour in here.
Spectre, one thing real quick. I thought I wasn't affected by banality because of the leaf.
You are not affected by something created by the Kylach. This is a different problem.
Got it. Okay.
So everybody with at least one success, there seems to be an active balefire in here. For everybody with 2 to 4 successes. It's an overflowing balefire. It's not contained. And for Lakoka, with your massive successes on this, it's wrong. Whatever's happening here is wrong. You can still sense the glamour, but it's something is wrong.
I did a vibe check and the vibes are bad.
Yep.
Can you be more specific?
Where are the vibes?
The vibes are present, but like they're wrong.
In what way are they wrong? Because there's a lot of fucking ways that they could be wrong.
Actually, I think, Lakoka, you felt wrong vibes like this before, and they're all over your coin.
They have like spooky vibes, like my cursed coin.
So we're in a cursed place. That's fucking great.
Okay, that's all right. Let's find it.
Okay. So as you wander through this building, it actually has an. Oh, sorry.
Question. Who is the one who does not remember that Lakoka put the coin in the fountain?
Lakoka.
Is it Lakoka who remembers that? Okay.
So, how this building is built, there are 2 stories. So the main level and the upstairs, and then there is a basement here. As you look around, there doesn't seem to be anybody here. It also doesn't seem like there has been anybody here for months. The back stairs upstairs are kind of rickety. They're also kind of enclosed too. So it's not that they're badly built, but they were probably built 60 or 70 years ago, so they squeak. It's kind of creepy in here. The lights do not turn on anywhere you go in here, which isn't a big problem because it's the middle of the day right now, but long term it will get darker in here. The basement is obviously does not have any windows, and the power still doesn't work down there. Now, I want to hesitate to say that this is a horror setting because it is not. It is a setting in which the power company has turned the power out. That's why you don't have any lights.
I can see in the dark though, so we're cool.
Yeah.
Also, we have cell phones.
Right, exactly.
Also true.
I'm not trying to be like, and then the darkness was oppressive. No, it's just you can't turn the lights on.
I was born in the dark.
Exactly.
All right. Who wants to go up and who wants to go down?
I'll go down.
I'll go up.
Okay. So who all's going
I'll
up
go
and
down.
who all's going down? Up, down, down,
Up.
up, up. Iris?
If you go down, it will be an even split.
Okay. So for those of you who go upstairs, you head upstairs, and I need all of you to roll me a wits and awareness, please.
I'm not using your dice tower again. I think it's cursed.
That's fair. You mean wits and alertness, or
Yes,
is
I do.
awareness?
It's
Okay.
wits and alertness.
Okay.
She does that every time.
I do, because... 2.
5.
Okay.
Is this for going up or going down?
For going up. This is
Okay.
all up.
Oh, never mind.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
I actually have successes for the first time.
Huzzah! I'm proud of you.
For
So-
the first time in
So for everybody with
forever.
1 to 2 successes, you can see that the dust on the floor has been disturbed here in footprint shaped. For everybody with 3 and above, you can hear somebody walking around upstairs.
What was that?
Oh, there's somebody walking around upstairs.
Oh, where we are?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. My impulse is to call out to them, but I feel like that's a dumb thing.
That is a dumb thing.
But also, like, Jack is not voicing this idea out loud, so that's like, it's a very overpowering urge to just like, hello?
If Gray can like see that about to happen, Gray would smack a hand over your face.
When you get upstairs, as you go upstairs, you find another big room. This one mostly full of old furniture, and the walls have been mostly knocked out up here to make way to put more furniture up here. So there are beams that are exposed up there, and like chairs and stuff are hanging up there. There's also like multiple tables stacked on top of each other, and the like rows in and out of it are a bit labyrinthine.
I think that Gray would kind of signal like for quiet and maybe to split up in the like labyrinth of the storage to see if we can find whoever it is that's up here.
Are we gonna slice the pie?
We are gonna slice the pie.
Okay, I saw this in a movie
If
once.
everybody consents, we're gonna slice the pie.
I saw this in a movie when they sliced the pie. It worked really well.
Okay, so as you split up here, it's not hard to find. There is a woman who is clearly unhoused who lives here, and
Okay.
she runs into who wants to have the encounter.
I
Yeah.
will.
Okay, no, I'm gonna let Anil. This is gonna be funny. I'm gonna let Anil do it.
That would be different.
Yeah.
So Anil, you run into this woman who is just as startled to see you as you are to see her. She goes, "I ain't done nothing wrong."
Are you Priscilla?
Who's Priscilla?
I don't fucking know.
Well, then we don't fucking know much, do we?
No.
What you doing here? This is my spot. I found it.
I was just poking around. Like I said, I'm looking for Priscilla,
You can't pet the
Queen of the Damned.
Well, I ain't no Queen of the Damned.
That's a movie. I haven't. Come on.
No. What? You look around like I got fancy movie theaters to go see?
It's like 30 years old. I don't fucking know your life story.
Well, they ain't that kind of life story. I can tell you that.
And we hear this going
yeah.
on. Okay.
We would probably like
Yeah, I'm
circle
starting to
around.
like probably about this point where we've shown up.
Okay. If you
Now
do
there's just two other people in the background.
Okay.
There's a posse. Bunch of Pinkertons just showing up to.
Oh, you brought. I already told you this is my spot. I ain't having.
I'm not trying to
three-
take your fucking spot.
I ain't having three of you moving in here. There ain't-
Well, there's 6 of us actually, but
That's worse.
Gray would step up and like take Neil's hand and just be like, "We're really sorry. We didn't mean to bother you. We're not trying to take your spot."
How'd you
We-
get in here anyway?
Back door was open.
All right. I need everybody to roll their glamour.
Just roll.
oh
the
no,
number
I have
of
way
glamour
less
we
glamour now.
Everybody or everybody?
Just everybody upstairs to roll their glamour.
Oh.
And I need all of you to roll above a 7. Like, roll 7s. Like, or above. That's what I'm trying to say. The threshold is a 7. Okay. Great. All of you get trapped in a conversation with this woman. It is the most boring conversation you have ever experienced in your entire fucking life.
You want to
And-
go past the taco stand?
Wait, I get trapped with a 3?
Yes.
I don't understand how successes work in this game.
So
I
this-
feel like
This one is a thing where she has a certain number of successes on her end of what she's doing. Her number is 4.
Ah,
that
and because we
I still
rolled
think that's
under
different.
her successes,
Is it
she wins.
contested?
Right.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to abilities, you have greater or smaller success threshold. So if you have a 1 success spear, the spear falls apart the first time you use it. If you have a 2 success spear, the spear is good for a week. If you have a 3 success spear, it's a solid spear that you have to keep up regularly. That's kind of how that works
Okay.
when you're not contesting.
Can I use an art to get out of this conversation, or are we just stuck until it's over?
You absolutely can use an art, but all of you have taken a point of banality for having this conversation with this woman.
That's fair.
I have no way to mark that. My sheet isn't editable anymore.
I'm sorry.
I would like to use Sovereign to ask her to please stop.
Okay, absolutely. You will use Sovereign to... So your first dot of Sovereign does something.
It'll be 2 dictum, specifies a request.
Okay.
Um, Unless it's dangerous, and I don't think asking
Nope,
her to please stop
it's
is
not.
going to be dangerous.
It's not dangerous. She's just a very boring homeless woman.
That's fair. Ordinarily, Jack would stick around for this conversation because it's polite, but they've got a thing. They're on a mission. So do I just roll?
Roll your sovereign and roll. Do you have any actor?
I have one in actor.
Great.
But,
That's what you're gonna roll.
Okay. Yeah,
She is human. She is not a fae.
that's fair. Is the threshold still 8?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then 3.
Great. That absolutely works on her. What do you tell her to do?
I say, whenever Jack uses sovereign, because it feels a little icky, he tries to phrase it as a request. So I think what I'm trying to do is say, I'm so sorry. We didn't mean to bother you. We have to go. Goodbye. And then hopefully,
You're going to need to tell her to do something specific.
yeah.
in particular.
I guess just stop, please.
Okay. She stops, and then she wanders off into another part of the upstairs up here. Okay. Jeremiah pops in and he goes, "It feels icky. You shouldn't be talking to her."
Oh, because of the everything, or because it's something about her specifically?
I need
This place sucks, man.
I need everybody to roll me an intelligence plus lore who is upstairs.
Oh, I have hella lore.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
I only have hecka lore.
I need 8 dice.
Mm-hmm. I told you I'd get to like everybody's good things, and then we will go downstairs. 3. Okay. Great. Icky upstairs feels icky, but you don't know why. Anil. Okay. Anil and Jack. Icky upstairs feels icky. The homeless woman's just a homeless woman, but she's probably what's known as an autumn person, which is somebody who carries around their own banality with them. And something about this place has made it a tenable place for her to live.
So the place is super boring, and she's super boring, and they have attracted and are feeding on each other.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, do you think that she's what's affecting the Bellfire?
I don't know if she's affecting.
I don't know, because Lakoka said it's janked up, but didn't explain how. And
Did anyone tell me what they figured out?
Oh yeah, no,
Yes.
yes. Yes, the thing that I said out loud to Spectre, I just said out loud.
Okay, in that case, maybe she was drawn to it.
Yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah.
And on that, I'm going to take the people downstairs.
Yeah, I mean, a homeless person's just going to be drawn to a roof
You
anyway.
head downstairs. You get your cell phones, flashlights out, because it's dark. Well, Madden helps you get downstairs, and he gets his cell phone flashlight out, because...
She'll use Autumn's eyes.
Okay, fair. Even better. Downstairs with Autumn's eye on it, roll it for me, so I know threshold 8. You're looking at Faye this time, though. The two of you going down there, it is also a storage area down there, but also there is what I wouldn't call it an altar, but clearly like a group of favored things that were stuck in the center of this basement down there. 4. There's a balefire down here. It's producing glamour, as far as you could tell. there's nobody else down here but you guys. But I do need you all to roll your glamour for me. Okay.
What's the difficulty level?
It's going to be an 8. Okay. Everybody but Iris, you take a point of banality.
Oh, I'm so glad. That would have been 2 points for me.
Mhm.
Oh no.
The point of this is it's oppressive
Now she can.
in here. Sorry, yes.
I just have a question. It says under banality, she can never botch, and I don't know what that means.
Oh, that means you can't actually. So if you rolled a 1 and no successes on it, it would not be a botch. In which it's like a 1 in D&D, in which I
Okay.
can make really bad things happen.
We
to
can't crit fail.
You. Right, you can't crit fail.
Okay, thank you.
Hey, what?
Yeah. So there's certain things like trolls can't botch athletics things, so they can not succeed, but they can't, trip over their own feet and fall in the lake, kind of thing.
Okay.
So, but the balefire, contrary to what you've been told by Liz, is functional.
I mean, she'll kind of point to where she thinks it's at.
And Madden also took a point of banality here. And
That's
just,
Right over
well,
here.
that's creepy. That's not. And what those of you sighted see, although you can see this with Autumn Eyes as well, although Autumn Eyes is a little bit different, is this area is overflowing with wilting flowers, which is really odd because they're not real flowers. They're just plastic wax flowers.
Okay. I guess something's wrong here. I can't quite tell.
All of you hear the door upstairs open and shut, and there's a little bell that goes off.
Somebody entered the store.
It goes,
Did we not focus on our way back in?
Darius, I saw you come in. Are y'all all right?
Oh god, it's that Nisha's woman.
It is not.
It's not. The voice doesn't match.
I'm sorry, I'm not great at voices, but
No,
no.
it's fine.
It's just a stick.
Yeah, it's just stuck in my throat. I'm sorry.
That's fine. Oh god. Who wants
Everything's
to
all
go-
right. How are you?
I'm just wondering what you're doing in my store.
Oh sweet Jesus. Somebody go up to her quick.
Okay, I'm gonna go up to her. There's a
I
lot.
am also going to go over to her because we are
Would we
the,
have heard as well?
Yep, everybody can hear it. She's
Okay.
literally
Oh,
just
good.
calling through the store.
yeah, yeah.
We are here because we are tourists.
The woman said it's her store, right?
Yes.
And is this the woman that we were speaking to outside?
Nope.
No.
This is okay.
This woman has curly brown hair, little sun hat on, a sort of like pastel floral like dress thing going on. Little motherly, probably about 45 in your opinion.
Okay. Are you Priscilla?
That's me.
Oh, your door missed you.
My door missed me.
Yeah.
Oh.
Doors get lonely if you don't go through them every once in a while. Everyone knows that.
Well, I'm just saying, this place isn't a good place for you to be, but don't worry. I can protect you.
How do I insight check this lady?
Yeah, insight.
So while that's happening, we were sent to find Priscilla
Yeah.
by Siri. So Priscilla is presumably some form
Boggin.
of. Okay.
She's a bog.
Okay. So I'm just making sure that Priscilla is in the know, so that when
Yeah.
Jack's just painful honesty comes out that I'm
Um,
not
I mean, I
fucking
think at
everyone
this
over.
point we should be honest because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, we are here to find you.
Yeah. I'm gonna let Anil do her thing.
Wits and empathy.
Oh, that's a fucking mistake. You should know this by now.
I mean, you're rolling an insight check. I'm gonna let that happen before I just open my big mouth.
Wits and empathy.
Can I argue for manipulation and empathy to understand manipulation?
She is not manipulating you right now. So when there
How
comes
do I know?
comes a time that you can manipulate her, I'll let you know. You can attempt to manipulate her, but it's not how to figure out what her motivation is.
I got nothing.
Okay.
I will roll them my wits and empathy then.
Anybody
well,
can make this roll if they want to.
I mean, I'm not gonna roll an insight check. I am just going to like. Siri sent us.
Oh, well, you can tell her. Well, does she need protection too?
I think we're here to see if you needed protection.
We were sent to help you.
Oh, well, the garden's not exactly as I would have wanted it, but no, I really just don't think you should go out there because it's real scary out there right now.
It's pretty scary in here.
Oh, well, yes, but that's just because I closed the store and then, well, you set off some of my alarms, so I came to see who, well, I see you met Agnes upstairs, and Agnes I know all about, and I don't want to disturb her, and so, but really, it'll be much better, I promise. You believe me, right?
Now I'm gonna roll
Wait.
an insight check.
Wait.
What am I
How
rolling?
long have you known Agnes?
Because, well, she did move in about 3 months ago, but that's because I closed the store down, and I feel really bad for her, and, I'm not using the store for nothing right now, so...
How many conversations have you had with Agnes?
Well, not all that many, to be honest.
Interesting.
Spectre, was it wits and empathy?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to like whisper to Gray and be like, that crazy old homeless lady upstairs didn't know who Priscilla was.
Okay. 4 successes. This woman genuinely believes that she is going to protect you, but she also genuinely believes that she is going to protect you at all costs.
I'm actually kind of going to ask Madden to text the group to say why does she have a wild out ass balefire in the basement where all of the plastic flowers, because I'm assuming somebody told Nancy the plastic flowers are wilting.
Once Jack realizes that, because Jack's not going to check his phone right now because that would be super suspicious and rude, but he is going to, once he realizes that this woman is, for lack of a polite term, nuts, he's just going to reach out and just lightly squeeze Gray's shoulder.
Okay. I need everybody to roll me let's see, a dexterity and athletics roll, please.
God. Don't make me do
everybody-
that.
Anne is still in the basement. Do you still want me to do that?
Yep,
I can do that because I'm slippery.
you can.
So
Can you
Jonathan
repeat the
athletics.
Can I use dodge instead of...
Yes, actually, I will let you use
radical.
dodge if you prefer that. For everybody who doesn't have a specialty, the difficulty is still 8. Great, this will drop it down 2 for you, so you can have a 6.
That was what, athletics?
Yes,
No, athletics plus what?
dexterity.
Oh, cool.
2, 4, 6, 7 successes.
Great,
7
successes.
successes on 4 dice.
that's beautiful. So everybody who is below a 4, you feel something hit your eyeball. You don't know what it is. Everybody.
I botched.
That's 6 for me.
Oh, you botch.
I botched.
Oh,
Son of a botch.
Wait, but
Wait.
you're a she. She can't
We
botch.
can't.
no, she can botch this.
I can't botch
Oh.
banality rolls.
This is not a
Oh,
banality
that's
roll.
it's just that one
Gotcha.
specific thing. Okay.
But Iris is wearing glasses. So
Right, you did botch this. Oh, I have to decide what I want to do about this.
honest.
You really okay? Actually, this is what I want to do about this. There's something about this woman who reminds you about your of your Council of Flame, and you have this sensation of being in the garden with her. And it's a really beautiful garden. You don't know why anybody would want to leave.
It's nice to see that the blue lilies are in bloom.
Oh, they're so beautiful, aren't they? I'm so glad someone noticed.
It's really hard to bloom blue lilies.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's really cold up here, but like, it's really nice to have somebody appreciate all my hard work. But no, seriously, tell Siri if she needs protection, I'm here to help her.
Nice.
I need everybody but Iris to roll me some more lore. So let's go for more intelligence and lore. Everybody can do this now.
What about Greymare?
No, this is lore.
Could I use Greymare to like check the balefire though? Well, that's going
Yes, you
upstairs.
can do that.
Okay.
Question: being I have a 4 in this,
Yes.
do I get for intelligence? Do I get
You can take you have a specialty in it. What is your specialty in it?
It's connecting. Hold on, I gotta remember. Connecting the dots.
Okay, yeah, you can drop your threshold to 6 here.
I also have a specialty in lore.
Okay. You can also drop your special down to 6. Okay, 2, 5, 4. Sorry, Iris. About this.
That was 6 for the Greymare, by the way.
Okay.
That is 7 for lore.
All right, cool. So for everybody who's doing lore, lots of successes. So from the 3 to 5 range, this is the beginning of a story, and the fact that some people have just winced and stuck their hand to their eye. You remember tales of snow, of a mirror, and of a journey to find Kay. This, for everybody who is above that 5, this person is personifying spring right now. Lakoka, someone's poisoned the well downstairs. It's a literal ability.
Oh, that one.
Is it that ability that the ability is literally poison the well. It's not my poisoned apple thing that I'm familiar
Nope,
with?
it is not that. It is a banal ability that allows you to poison a balefire.
Could I try to counter that?
How would you like to try and counter that?
I'm assuming would prop affect a balefire?
No, because balefire is a fey-based thing. It's part of the dreaming.
Okay. I don't imagine I have enough fey to affect the balefire.
Yeah, let me see.
I have fey 3 for like chimerical beings or not objects.
So, here's the thing. This balefire either has somebody continuously casting Poison the Well on it, or had a bunch of successes. But even if they had a bunch of successes, this balefire will eventually stop being poisoned if you could get the poisoner away from it.
Okay. I will turn and relay that to Nansikata. Somebody poisoned the balefire.
That explains why it's so funky. Men, can you text us to the group? I don't know if they've gotten the other message, but they gotta know.
Priscilla goes, everybody seems a little worried. Like, am I saying something wrong?
Are you?
Well, I don't know, but I just want everybody to be okay.
I would like to try and charm this woman into thinking that everything is hunky-dory.
Okay, you can do that. So, roll me some charisma, and I will take either, well, there's several things you could do here. If you want to appeal to her empathy, you can use your empathy. if you want to like guide her into it, you can use leadership. If you want to just straight up fucking lie, you can use subterfuge. You can perform such that it is a convincing performance.
I cannot use persuasion.
Oh, persuasion. Oh, yes, persuasion. You absolutely can use that too.
Okay. I mean, that's only one more die than if I was using leadership, but I'll take that extra chance. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
She's gonna take one of the wax flowers, like the wilted flowers, and like be like, Anil, it's so pretty.
Whack.
I assume that my threshold is still 8.
Mm-hmm.
Are you
In which
fucking
case-
drunk?
I got 1.
Okay. She goes, I mean, I know you mean well and everything, but really it's much safer here than out there.
Gray's.
Also,
Oh,
who
sorry.
all got hit by the eyeball thing? Okay. Just checking.
Oh, go ahead.
Iris, are you drunk or fucking with me?
No, I'm not drunk, and I'm not messing around. It's really pretty. Reminds me
These
of-
flowers are dead.
It's not. It's right here. It's
Okay. Gray, are these flowers dead?
No. I mean, yes. Sorry. I thought you were going to ask me something else. I'm sorry. I'm tired.
You're fine.
When Emil says this,
It's
the
sleep
blonde
time.
woman in front of you looks horrified and upset. They're beautiful flowers. How could you say that?
Listen, it's no offense to the fucking flowers. Flowers die. Everything dies. Jesus Christ, it's just some fucking plants. Jack, are the flowers alive or dead?
Ma'am, I regret to inform you that your flowers are dead.
Okay.
then how do you explain this?
What are you asking us to explain?
This really amazing lily.
Okay, so you expect us... So, Iris, you're supposed to be like the fucking smart one here. This place is a shithole. Right? Like, it's fucking dusty and old and shit.
It looks lovely. I'm pretty sure you guys are just having issues because everything's been lousy lately. We've been working too hard. I think that you guys should
You're the one who fell asleep in your fucking soup. Why are you telling me about working too hard?
Hold on, no, I fell asleep in my soup. That was
You
me.
okay, you almost fell asleep in your soup. Thanks to Madden, you did not fall asleep in your soup.
It was warm.
Madden's like, yep, I did that, but also, I think the flowers are lovely.
I think once I start hearing more of a commotion, I'll march upstairs and see what the hell's going on.
Gray wants to play off of what Madden has going, like, Madden's right. The flowers are beautiful. It just took us some time to appreciate them, right?
No? They're fucking ugly!
Emil, I love you so much. Please don't do this to me right now.
Priscilla goes,
Do what?
oh, good.
Just-
See, I was
Well-
beginning to worry. I've tried so hard, but if you go out there, she'll find you.
Priscilla, who will find us?
She
What do you
came
think?
3 months ago, and she wants all the seasons to be like her, and I won't let it. This is my season.
See answers. I want to try and do what Jack tried to do, which was to, I guess, kind of charm her, but I guess what I more want to do is try and calm her and try and break through
Okay.
this kind of
For me, I'm
like miasma that she's in.
Okay.
While they're all doing that, I'm gonna do Aubrey on her if that's possible.
Okay. Yeah. Absolutely. You can do augury on her.
Awesome.
Possible relevant things, calming presence, voice of a songbird, maybe.
You absolutely. If you want to make a speech at her, you can use voice of a songbird. Calming presence usually is used on children and animals, but
Okay. So I would say voice of a songbird, and I would probably just try and talk her down
Okay.
and like try and get her to see things as they actually are.
Okay, do a manipulation, and I will accept performance. Do performance, actually. Performance should be good for you.
Okay, and I have specialties.
Yep. And you've dropped down, so your difficulty should be a 5 on this, or a 4, depending on how many specialties you have, because the voice of the songbird will knock it 2, which is 6.
I have 4 pips in manipulation, and I have 4 pips in performance.
Wow, you are going to be really good at this. This is a 3.
This is why I wanted to do it.
And then I'm just doing Faye and
1,
Susan,
2,
correct?
Yes.
3,
And is it
4,
at 8?
Yes.
5, 6. A 1 cancels out a success, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 6 total successes.
She goes. She seems to calm.
Oh, wait. I'm sorry, 7 total successes.
Okay. What do you say to her?
I speak very softly and slowly. I say, Priscilla, Siri's really worried about you. Nobody's heard from you for a long time. Your shop has been closed. Your balefire is poisoned. Look around. Look at the flowers. Really look at them.
When she looks at the flowers, she twitches and gasps. She goes, no, everything's...
Keep looking, Priscilla. I know it's hard. I know it's scary.
She goes, I can't see what you see anymore.
We have to try and do something.
Junie, augury. The touch of the Morrigan is on her. You can see that. You also have seen some of this before. She is a storybook villain, but not a main one. And if you put things together enough, because your augury was very, very successful, you, Jack, and from the way Iris is acting, have bits of the mirror in your eye.
I know what story it is.
I don't.
Either.
And she is the personification of spring. So if you stay around her for very long periods of time, she will attempt to infantilize you and keep you here.
I was right. I had to verify.
Anne is gonna walk over to the woman and go, "You took the deal, didn't you?"
There's a twitch, and she goes, "Oh dear. And see, I was hoping we could do this peacefully." And she reaches down towards the ground, and I've already rolled this, and I don't know how to describe this except for very dead plants start growing up around the exits.
The moment I do that, moment I see that or hear that, she will cast Winter.
Okay. What are you casting in winter?
I am looking right now. I'm gonna do Hardened Heart.
Okay.
And it's gonna be directed right at the person. Right at her.
Okay. So roll your Fey and your Winter on her.
Okay. Sorry, she's gonna attack my friends. Fuck her.
I mean, in fairness, she's just trapping you in a building, but...
That's 2.
Okay. So some successes do something. You have about a minute before she realizes that she can't command it and starts again.
Anne will say in the loudest voice possible, "We gotta get out of here now. Run."
Is everyone within arm's reach?
You should have all returned to the main floor, so I will grant you yes.
Okay. Jack's going to say, everyone grab hold, and then I'm going to wayfare us out of there.
Okay. I'm going to say, Gray, you probably need to help him do this because
Yeah.
Quicksilver will let him go very, very fast, but not through a door. So he was about to go through very, very fast through a door that isn't there.
Yeah. So, portal.
Yeah.
So that is, and is that Faye?
Yep.
By rolling glamour and wayfare.
So you're going to roll your Wayfarer, you're going to roll your Fae, and you're going to spend a glamour to do this.
Iris
don't
is
know where it went.
going to fight against leaving.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Iris.
Can I try to like restrain Iris?
Yes, roll
Yes.
strength and brawl, Iris, if you want to.
I apologize.
I will
Iris.
also do the same thing.
I
Okay.
will use Sovereign.
Oh, God.
Can I resist it with
Because
my
I
fate?
have to do this to the best of my ability.
Yes.
I'm
That is
using Sovereign.
sufficient for the door, Gray.
And it's gonna let somebody just grab her.
Madden will grab you.
That's fine.
Actually,
So,
roll the strength and athletics on that one. Roll your sovereign, and Madden's gonna attempt to cancel it
I'm
out.
going to use my Fae
Mm-hmm.
and my Fiend
Okay.
to make it so it's just like I'm
So
not leaving. Nobody.
Given that Iris was the one who gave me that anime lesson of shutting the mages up before they could speak their spells back at the ball, can I roll something to see if I can like clamp my arm around her mouth before
I
she
will
gets
tell you that if
thrown
you
out?
get above 6 successes on your strength roll, you can get it out before she can talk. Otherwise, she'll get to talk. Okay? Threshold for everybody is still 8, though.
That's 8 for me.
Roll 3 zeros on myself.
All right, well, I'll tell you how this plays out because Lakoka's definitely got
I got
you. but-
4.
All right, so how many successes did you get, Jack?
Got 3.
Great. So a lot of things happen at once here, okay? Gray opens a portal. Jack tries to grab everybody at once. Lakoka and Anil see Iris attempt to say something. Lakoka just fucking tackles Iris, right? Madden grabs onto Anil because Anil's just in the way as the tackle happens. Iris, you do manage to say what you meant to say, but it happens as all of this happens. So, wherever you end up is where the sovereign goes off. What do you say to Lakoka?
Do not touch me.
Right. Whereupon, as soon as you come to a stop, you suddenly get the urge to stop touching Iris, but it is way too late because you are out in the middle of somebody's yard.
And Iris takes off running. She's got to make her way back. She has to go back.
Madden goes, all right, hang on. Let me see if I can yell loud enough for this.
I will. Can I help? Can I
Yep.
assist?
Grab your sovereign.
Okay.
Trying to do something to the best of your ability.
Do I roll Sovereign and Fae?
Yup.
Okay. What is it still 8?
Yep, you're still out in the void.
Okay.
Great. We have 9 successes between us. Madden goes, okay, like we did in the old days. On 3, stop. 1, 2, 3, stop! Iris, you are compelled to stop. Madden goes, Lakoka, please go pick up Iris. Don't let her go. I can't pick up Iris.
I'll go get Iris and just like carry her around like over my shoulder.
Orange, the command was do not touch me.
Also, yeah, then
I will.
Anil,
Yeah.
go pick up Iris.
I will go pick up Iris.
No,
And for that, we are now at the end of our time, and we will pick up again next week. But welcome to the effects of the Morrigan on the world around you, and her desire to make things happen through the story of the Snow Queen. We'll see you next week, everybody. So, MJ, start us off.
Hi, I'm MJ Bradley Lestrange. I'm a podcaster and writer, and you can find more of my work at certainpov.com.
Awesome. John.
Hi, I was John Bradley Lestrange. You can find me on TikTok at The History Wizard.
Awesome. Rhea.
Hi, I was, am, and will be Rhea. You can find me on Twitter at explosive_donut, which is going to be a screen name explanation I will never talk about.
Velvet.
Greetings, everyone. Thank you for joining us for our first episode of season 3. My name is Velvet Divine. I use they for pronouns, and you can find me pretty much everywhere on the interwebs at OG Brown Sugar.
Michelle.
I'm Michelle Sealight. I have a website where you can check all the fun stuff I've done previously, michellesealight.com, and to figure out what I'm doing right now and to listen to me rant about social issues, you can follow me at Michelle Sealight on Twitter.
Awesome. And Junie.
I'm Judy Von Esch. Hi, how are you guys all doing? If you want a reading, you're out of luck. But you can follow me on TikTok because I do Nunciacata readings there too. Because God only knows what the hell will happen there. I'm on Twitter and a whole bunch of other places. Follow me or something like that. Have fun with it.
And I, as always, as I said at the beginning, I'm your local chaos bringer, Spectre Olafette. You can follow me by that name most places on the internet. You can follow this show on Twitter at Arc of the Dragon and this show on YouTube as Archives of the Dragon, the same as it is here on Twitch. Give us a like, give us a follow, give us a subscribe, all of the above bits, the whole thing. Tomorrow, join us at 1 p.m. Eastern for Unconscious Celestials Sudbury by Night. We're very proud of her. And we'll see what happens next week. Bye, guys.